Oh Lord. Oh yes. Yes, sir.
Jesse made
We are
another.
live. Back at it again. You already know. I Speak 1906. Make sure you mash that subscribe button and hit that big bell up there at the top for those notifications so that you can keep in contact with us as well as keep up with us and keep up with our platforms as well. So I have my good friend Josh on, and we're going to talk about some things that he has going on. So introduce yourself to the people.
What's good, y'all? My name is Joshua Franklin, aka the Untamed Beast. Um, I mean, I can't go in detail why I'm the Untamed Beast, but I'm the Untamed Beast. But hey, a little bit about myself. I just retired from playing arena football. Um, actually, I never even played football until actually I came to Dallas. Um, and then I've been doing. I did water polo all throughout high school. I did my first triathlon when I was a senior, and then just kept on this journey until someone was like, "Yeah, you
Wait,
want
you said a triathlon? Come on now, you know you got to break that down for the people. What's a
okay,
triathlon,
okay.
my
So
brother?
look. A triathlon is where you swim, bike, and you run. And for those people who are looking at me and be like, "This black guy can swim,"
Built
yes.
different.
Listen, I make no excuses. I will
Yes,
swim
sir.
faster than the shark. You will not catch me.
I think the sharks. I think the shark's gonna get you, buddy.
Nah.
I think the
Mm-mm.
shark at that point would be the untamed beast.
Hey, listen. The untamed for a reason.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But
No,
yeah.
this is not a debate. Goodness gracious.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Absolutely. So a little bit. Of course, y'all know me. I came across Josh via my big bro T Nathan. Okay, you got a lot of Texas in the house right now. A lot of
Oh,
Texas
really?
in the house.
How can I see it? Because I don't see it. I don't see it on my screen. How do I see that?
So you can't see the live comments. I guess I can only see it on my side.
Probably. No, no, yeah. I can't see it.
Yeah. So we'll bring some of the questions up as we
All right.
progress through. So
Okay.
I seen his platform through a good friend of mine, my big bro T Nathan the Savage Locust over on TikTok, and I was like, let me check this guy out. So I go over on his page, I'm looking, I'm like, beef jerky. I used to eat jerky growing up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, let me give it a check. Man, when I tell you, hold on, he ain't even gotta plug it because I'm gonna plug it.
He still got the bag. Y'all,
Listen,
y'all know it's crazy. The dude
listen.
still got the
Let me
bag.
tell y'all. Hold on. So for those that genuinely know me, y'all know I don't really like hot stuff. You know what I'm saying? Call me what you want. Really don't care. Hot sauce is not my thing. You know what I mean? We drank enough of it growing up. As an adult, I'm good on it. You know what I'm saying? But there are some flavors that I really like, and I'm gonna show you the hot ones too. But you got the smoked pepper. Me and my son destroyed this one, and
That
he's
ain't
three.
nothing but black
He's
pepper
three.
seasoning.
He's three.
Shit.
Plain Jane. Plain Jane was lit. Now this the crown jewel right here. If you get no other flavor, this the crown jewel right here. The
Duh.
smoked peach, baby. Yes,
Listen.
sir. And then the old timers breakfast. Oh man, when I tell you that was by far the best jerky I've ever had in my life. I'm not even capping. I'm
Mm.
not even capping. I call you some stuff, but not in public. Absolutely, absolutely. And
Y'all
then,
crazy.
okay, so now I call these for my folk that be on a demon time because you got to be on demon time to eat this. You got your sweet and spicy, which, the heat's getting there, right? Then he
Mm-hmm.
just turns all the way up, hellfire, right?
It
Okay,
ain't even that hard.
sweet Carolina Reaper, and smoking Reaper.
Listen, bro.
So for those of you that are built different, listen, listen. Click the link, man. Click the link. I'm gonna make sure I put the link in the description. They already on TikTok talking about demon time. I can't. I can't deal. I can't deal. So for those of you that don't mind, eviscerating your taste buds, hey, by all means, make sure you shot with them. Um, sounds fire. I'm telling you. I don't know about the hot ones. I'm gonna have to try them just so I can make sure I know what to recommend. You know what I'm
Listen.
saying?
It's the fire without the regret. The fire without the regret. Okay.
Absolutely. All right, so let's walk it back a little bit. You said you had never played football until you got to Texas, right?
But yeah, no, not to Texas. I didn't start playing football until I came to Dallas.
Dallas, okay.
I was actually in the midst of training for my first Ironman, and then this guy comes up and he goes, "Hey, bro, you played football before?" And I go, "Nah, bro, not a day in my life." And he go, "You sure?" And I go, "Pretty sure." I mean, I think I was like 20, 21 at the time. And he was like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I ain't never played football a day in my life." He's like, "Man, well, you should come play with us." And I was like, "Well, my dad always said, what I'm saying, if I ever play football, what I'm saying, I should go play this and go play that." Before I realized I was playing semi-pro, and then I think people started knowing me around Dallas as Fumbling Franklin. And let me explain.
Oh Lord. Oh
It's
Lord.
not what you think it is. So look.
Listen, we need a story time for that one. Fumbling
So look.
Franklin. Oh, we need a
So I
story time
got
for that
a perfect example for for those who are wanting to know. There's a picture on my Instagram. If you go to my TikTok, the link for my Instagram's on there. Scroll all the way down until you see there's a picture of me. I was a buck. I was 175 pounds as a returner, going up these big old dudes I ain't never seen before in my life. Get the ball. I think I got scared because I was like, man, bro, these things gonna kill me. But got the ball, dropped it, picked it up, took off downfield, and this is where the Fumbling Franklin came from. Made it. I think how it started was there was 3 defenders. I got through all 3 of them. Made it all the way downfield. Cracked. There's a picture of me cracking the kicker. I cracked the kicker, tumbled over, got back up, and you know what happened? I tripped.
Bruh.
I've been listen. I've been playing arena football for 3 years now. I have never, ever, as a returner or as a running back, made a touchdown. But as a linebacker, oh yeah, I will get a fumble and I'll get a touchdown doing that. But
Right.
as far as a kick returner, no, I get to 5 3-yard line trip.
Right. Oh man, that is wild.
Man, so I get So that was done and over with.
So okay, so after the arena football, the Ironman. Let's talk about that. What got you into at the bare minimum at being interested in Ironman?
Okay, so this is low key. This is how I got into being a triathlete, or what made me want to do an Ironman in the beginning. So I did my very first triathlon, and what pissed me off was I was like, I can't believe these. Again, I'm a competitive person. I was like,
Right.
I can't believe these old ass people are whooping my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like run like they should be, they should be dying or something. You know what I'm saying? Like out of breath.
What?
So, but believe it or not, here's what got me into doing triathlons and wanted me to go into Ironman. I met this dude. I started talking to him, and he was like, he asked me a question, Joshua, why would you want to do triathlon stuff? And I was like, well, my coach is a water polo player. He's a water polo coach, and he was telling me I should do this and try to do that, and yada yada yada. And so I think at first I was trying to be the first U.S. Olympic triathlete U.S. Olympic water polo player, because I did water polo in high school. But I couldn't find any schools that were doing. I couldn't find any schools that had water polo. So then I was like, but then I saw there's a bunch of schools doing triathlons. So I said, well, shit, I'll try it out. So me and this guy got to talking, and he was like, son, you know how old I am? And I said, no, sir. He said, take a guess. I said, you about 45. You know what I'm saying? He said, and that's nice. He said, well, son, I'm actually 72 years old. Bro.
Built different.
Bro, when I said I ain't never met a white man that was nicely built, popped open a beer, and was strolling around. His wife got 5th place, and she's 60 something. And I was like, dude, what the hell do y'all eat?
They
And then he
train,
goes,
bro. They train.
bro. He was like,
listen. All
man. He
old
said,
folks ain't slow drivers and slow movers. They
bro,
built different, bro. And
I
at that
just
age, you got to think about it too. At that age, I'm sure that there's a lot of years of training that took place to whereby at this point for them, it's like recreation. You know, you got the
right,
younger folk, and then don't get me wrong, you do have the people that are still legitimately competing because you have some people like I ran track growing up. So for those of you that don't know, I ran track growing up. I did the 400. No, the 400 was punishment. I did the 100, the 200, 4x1, 4x2. Sometimes I do long jump. Sometimes I do high jump. So I
mm-hmm.
was always out there on the track, always trying to find ways to up my game. Oh, and I did the 100-meter hurdles. Again, it just depended on what my coach needed for that meet.
Right,
But when it comes to like being a competitor, it doesn't matter what sport you play. It doesn't matter what your recreation is. Competitors, natural competitors, that spirit's never going to leave them. So regardless of
right.
whether you 7 or 70, you're still going to be competing. And I think that that's dope because now you get to see like the different things of like appetite, workout routine, workout regimen, things of that nature. So that's dope.
Yeah. So I looked at old dude, and I was like, bro, you are going to be the reasons why I never want to give up. And so that point moving forward, I started doing mud runs, I started doing more triathlons, and then like I said, I was living in Pearland at the time, Pearland, Texas. For those who are in the Texas area or in the Dallas area, Houston area, Pearland, it's a small little country town. Actually went to go visit there recently. It's actually not even country no more times. But I will say I got an email because I was getting ready to do one, but then COVID hit, and then my son
Right.
was being born. But I was able to do a few Ironmans, and I mean not a few Ironmans, a few triathlons, regular triathlons, and
Mm.
I was collecting points. Well, I got enough points to with the U.S. triathlon, and they sent me an email saying that you can qualify for the Olympic trials. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm getting geared up. You know what I'm saying? At the time, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. At the time, I was not ready. Let me explain why. Let me explain why. Again, go to my Instagram. Now, this is probably not at the very bottom. It's probably somewhere in the middle somewhere. But I went from being 165 pounds as a kicker and a kick returner in arena to 275 pounds as a kicker and a kick returner. I'm 5'9".
Golly.
When I say I got a video of myself kicking the ball and running. Like I don't do that diagonal juking. I go straight up. I go straight up the middle. What's that dude from he retired now from the Bucks. He was number 40 on the Bucks. Shit, what's that dude's name?
I
Rob
don't know.
something. But anyways, I don't do that. I run straight up the middle. I don't do none of that. I crack that
Somebody will
nigga.
help us out in the comments. I'm looking at both comment threads. Somebody gonna name him.
Yeah, he number 40. You guys, he was number 40 from the Bucks, and he retired. He was big. That dude was huge. Like, but anyways, yeah. So I was 275 pounds as a kicker, kick returner. I looked at myself. I was like, I gotta lose some weight. So, this is actually, y'all. He don't know this, but I've been following you for a while.
For real?
Yeah, I've been following you. I had another account, but then I started following you when I want to say it started with Conscious Lee. Then went from Conscious Lee to that one dude. He's a guy that smokes a lot in his car. Um, Flip, what is his name?
You talking about Prince Daniel?
No. Um, he was the one that actually started using the word goofy a whole lot. But then when I met you, I was like, so wait, who started this? Was it I Speak or was it this dude? But
Who's the
anyways,
next?
it's another.
It's only a couple of us that use Goofy. Oh, you talking about Young Merc Fire?
Yes, him.
Yeah,
Yes, him.
yeah,
So then it was him, and then I saw you, and then I saw T Nathan.
yeah.
So then I actually I started following you all for a while, and I was like, dude, man, this dude he crushed people left and right. And then uh I think I really started. I tried to reach out to you a few times, but I was like, no, this dude, he's not. This dude got over 500,000 followers. This dude is not gonna recognize me out of nowhere. So, but I tried to reach out to y'all even more when I want to say, like I said, I was getting ready for, got the emails, getting ready for training. In the midst of me training, I was 275 pounds and I dropped to 200 in a matter of 2.5 months. And according to my doctor, that was
Golly.
very unhealthy. So
Indeed.
yeah, I don't know
Good
why it's
Lord.
unhealthy, but I mean I did it. But um, yeah, I was dropping weight. I was going to the doctor, make sure everything was all right, and then because I had to submit a physical, and I want to say it was a few days before New Year's. I was biking. I was doing a bike ride from a city called Denton to Carrollton, and then Carrollton and back. That's like a 56.7 mile bike ride. For those who live in the Dallas area, that's a long ass bike ride. Okay, long ass bike
For
ride.
real.
It's like it took me. I want to say when I first started doing that route, I wanted to give up. It took me almost 3 hours and 47 minutes and 36 seconds to do. But then after doing it every single day and alternating my weeks with my swimming and my running, I got my biking down to like maybe an hour and 54 minutes and something seconds. But at that time, like I said, I was cycling home and dumbass hit me on the side of the road in the bike lane. She hit me going about 65 miles an hour on my bike.
Oh.
Yeah. My bike went another direction. I went over a curb and then I was pinned up against a tree. It was bad. And then what pissed me off was I wasn't even mad. I mean, I wasn't even mad at I was more mad at myself for getting hit. No, was I more mad at myself getting hit? Or was I more mad at myself? I was more mad because I lost my bike. I wasn't even worried about myself. I was worried about my damn bike. I was like, bro, this is my bike. This is my life. This is how I get to work. Yada yada yada. Cause you know what I'm saying. I got a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying, as far as providing for myself, providing for my family. You know what I'm saying, things of that nature. And that was my way around. And then this old little white lady kids out the car, and thank you, Nicholas. This old white lady gets out the car and goes, "Are you okay?" And I go, "Yes, ma'am." She's like, "I don't want Black Lives Matter coming up to my doorstep." And I said, "Ma'am,
Bruh.
it's not even that
Bruh.
serious,
Oh
bro."
my gosh.
Yeah, but then when I was able, next thing I started calming down, and I realized my body wasn't. And it wasn't until I started to calm down that I guess you know all the adrenaline from me cycling and stuff.
Right.
I finally realized that so what kind of situation that I was in, and my whole body collapsed. Ambulance came, police officers came, went to the hospital. I spent about 3 days in the hospital.
Wow.
But miraculously, I was well enough to leave. But as I was leaving, I was praying that day because I did pray and I did cry a lot because again I was worried about my career and everything else that I was working hard for. Again,
Right.
I just got the email saying, "Joshua, you can do the Olympic trials." I was like, yes, and then I'm like, no, and I had to reject everything. And then I was really thankful because as I was leaving, I really had to humble myself and be thankful because as I was leaving, there was another guy who got hit on the same intersection in the street that I was on, and he got hit going 80 miles an hour, and he ended up dying. He was dying on his way into the hospital.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Mike Allstat. They said that's the name of the guy.
yes,
Mike
yes,
Allstat.
that dude, bro. Look him up. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna see the video on your Instagram and you just watch how this dude run. Like he major trucker. But 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 yeah, so I I didn't give up. Yeah, it was around, like I said, it was after New Year's and everything, and I was really down, and I was really down in the dumps. I got off social media for a while. I actually deleted all my social media because I just knew what state I was in and I couldn't take it no more. But then I, people say it's a Leo thing. I don't believe in the whole Leo astrology stuff. I
right.
just know that me myself, I don't like. If I know that I'm capable of moving, I'm not the one to give up. Actually,
Right.
one of my friends have already told me how much of a fighter I am. Like when it comes to like even just being protective. My friends have already told me that I'm the one that if you were to fight me, you have to stump my face in the curb because knocking me out ain't the right thing. Even when it comes to somebody being stronger than me, being stronger than me, being bigger than me. I'm pretty sure you see my videos at the very, very bottom. I went up against
He ain't
a
no little dude.
linebacker. Yeah,
He
I
is
went up
not no
against a
little dude.
linebacker. I went up against I went up against a rugby player right after back surgery, and to see where my strength was. I don't make excuses for myself. Again, my my vision goes back to that old white dude. You just can't give up. You can't make excuses.
Right.
So I try not to do that for myself.
So hold on, let's walk it back a little bit because I want to delve a little bit deeper into that hospital experience because I know I don't know if I shared this with you, but I shared it a couple times in my videos. I tore my Achilles playing basketball, and
Ooh.
one of the things that I do, so I don't really before I didn't really used to lift weights because I didn't really see a need to. My cardio was me playing basketball, and then of
Right.
course with me being stationed on a ship, I got more than enough of a workout lifting the things that I lift at work and things of that nature. So I digress in that regard. But I know there were a lot of things that went through my mind. And actually, it's ironic that you say that about the old guy and you keeping him in mind in terms of like that motivation. Because for me, going through my physical therapy, feeling down and depressed and gaining all that weight, from, not feeling like I could do for myself, I actually decided to keep my boot to forever remind me that I am not, like you said, going to let anything hold me back. We overcame this together. And when I say we, I'm talking about my friends, my family, those that love me, those that support me, hell, even those that don't. You know what I mean? So I want you to walk us through the experience of like just laying in that hospital, all of these thoughts going through your mind of like, what's next? Could this potentially be the end of your career? Utilizing this as fuel to move forward. Walk us through that mindset from getting to the hospital, then to leaving.
I'm not gonna lie. My first thought was my life is over. I was like, I can't play football no more. I can't be a triathlete no more. I was like, I being the person that I am, because I consider myself to be a provider, like I said, a family man. Because again, my overall dream, which it may sound silly to some people, um, um, like even like I think there was a girl I used to talk to. I told her that my dream is to be a good husband and a good father to my children. That's all I want. That's all I want to be. I ain't trying to be no rich billionaire or nothing. But when I got into that accident, I was like, bro, I can't live my dream no more. I can't provide for my son. I can't. His mother's gonna look at me different. Um, I have a very very toxic family. Like I remember getting that phone call, like it was yesterday. Um, um, like my father, for instance, which we're now actually we're in good standings now. By the
That's
time
good.
my father and a few other people was like, Joshua, you should have been doing what you was doing. So I shouldn't. So you mean to tell me I shouldn't be training my body and my mind to prepare to do something that I really want to do?
Right.
Like my nigga, are you serious? So
Right.
or like I had or like I was actually I dropped this one girl, she stopped talking to me because I wasn't she told me, what did she tell me? She was like, Joshua, yeah, you're a great man and you're a great lover, but I just can't do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you're capable of handling me and this and that. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it. And I was like, so you just going, bro, I thought you was a ride or die, dog. Like I thought what
Right.
happened to all this? Like, so you were just into it because I was cooking and yada yada yada. So I'm digging deeper, I'm digging deeper, and I'm digging deeper, and I'm digging deeper. And then I guess you can say um it was around about the third day. I saw that guy. Oh, when he was dying in the hospital, and I found out that he died. It's in the Denton newspaper. Apparently,
Mm-hmm.
me and him are on there because I think I was at the gym, and I'm not at the gym. I was somewhere at the square, and someone saw me and was like, "Hey, man, once you got they like got hit by that car, and I go, how the hell did you know that? He said, man, you're in the newspaper. They said, but they got your picture and the other guy's picture in there. And I go, I still can't find the newspaper article, but apparently we're in Denton News. But apparently people can read about it. But like I said, was seeing that guy and the condition that he was in, I had to sit back and be like, dude, I could be dead right now. Like the doctors had already said that it was a miracle that I was still alive. It's a miracle that I was even able to move my legs because the way I was positioned up against the tree.
Right.
People were and then once I got all that toxicity from my family, and I literally just cut off all my friends at the time, except for my best friend, because the friends that I was friends with were all toxic. You know, always getting into fights and things of that nature. So I had to cut them off. I was just like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna handle myself. And I just kind of looked at my crutches at the corner. And then for some reason, that dude came in my head and he was like, remember, never give up. You only get one body. You have to keep moving. You have to keep pushing. So that day moving forward, I would put the crutches somewhere. And for a while, I was crawling to my crutches. And then I was stumbling a little bit, and then I kept falling. Finally, I got to my crutches by the door. And then I think I started doing physical therapy. One of my neighbors was actually taking me to the train station, and I had to sit in I think this is when the COVID really started hitting people. I'm talking about rain, sleet, snowing out here in Dallas. I was taking the train. It was harmful. I mean, not harmful. It was unbearable. I will say that train rides were unbearable. Like I said, sitting down, my back steady hurting every day. I just kept telling myself, Josh, you got to get through this. You got to get through this. You got to keep pushing. Just ignore it. And I think one day I just said, screw it. Because I think I said after I had my first back surgery. And it was like, yeah, it's like, Joshua, after you do this first one, you're not going to be able to walk again. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how your back is going to act. And I was like, y'all got me fucked up. I said, I'm not about to sit here and stand and sit still and be like because again, my father, bro, he's in a wheelchair. He is miserable as hell. I refuse. When I say I refuse, bro, I refuse. So I scheduled for another back surgery. And then after my second back surgery, I threw my crutches away. I legit threw my crutches away. I said I will not have this handicap that I will never ever walk again. It's either you walk or you die. I know it sounds over dramatic, but that's
why I wanted to delve deeper into that mindset, because you have people. So I adopted what I call the Will Smith treadmill theory, right? And he was talking about his effort and how much effort he puts in, right? And he said that if I get on a treadmill and you get on a treadmill, only one of two things is going to happen. Either you're getting off or I'm going to die. It's really that simple. And I do believe that when it comes to goal setting, I'm going to be honest, I kind of knew that you had that, like, I call it like the warrior mindset of like, but sometimes it takes subtle instances, and then sometimes it takes traumatic instances for us to really tap into it. And to the average person, oh yeah, it's going to sound crazy. But when I say I set my mind to something, I'm going to do it. I'm going to accomplish this. Actually, I'm going to tell you a really quick story. My senior year, I had just won Mr. Voorhees College at my alma mater, Voorhees College. And the guys were asking me at another conference, are you doing the Mr. HBCU competition? Now, mind you, Mr. Voorhees was still brand spanking new at my college. So I think it was before me was like I think there were two Mr. Voorhees before me, or maybe three. For the life of me, I can't remember right now. But nonetheless, none of them had been, and this is no shade to them, none of them had been to this competition. So I go to my advisor like, yo, I want to go to this competition.
Right.
So he's like, okay, what does it consist of? It's like a pageant. Of course, there's a talent portion. I'm a spoken word artist. I'm like, I already got that covered. There's a speech portion. I'm a professional public speaker. Oh, I got this. Easy day. So they send me to go talk to my president. So I go talk to the president of my college, and he literally asked me one question, bro. I cannot make this up. I completely, I talked to him about everything that I wanted to do, all of the costs associated, and everything like that. He said, I'm going to ask you one question. If we as a college pay this money, can you guarantee me that you're going to win this competition? In that moment, I didn't know what was finna happen. But you know what I did want to happen? Me to go to that competition and me to win first place. So I said, I stood up, head held high, poked that good old chest out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to win first place. I left that office like this. What did I get myself into?
listen, bro. That line you just said. I said that same exact thing when I threw my crutches away, because I was saying to myself, bro, what am I getting myself into? Like, how you gonna get to the bathroom? How you gonna be able to wash yourself? How you gonna stand up and wash yourself? How you gonna be able to get around and clean? I want to say, here's another quote that got to me. Or another person. I'm not even gonna say a person, an animated character. Okay. And for those in the comments, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I know anime is an Asian cartoon, but y'all have to realize there are a lot of things in anime that characters say that really touch at home. For those who are a Vegeta fan, I was watching Dragon Ball Super. That's this one episode, and I think the quote he said was that a man only has his strength and his pride. Anything else is worthless and it's a sign of weakness. Bro, I was like, man, I got to see, man. It got me to thinking. I was like, listen, I know it's just a cartoon or whatever, but at the same time, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Again, it touched base with me. It really hit me hard, and I was like, I can't make that excuse.
My grandmother taught us something similar growing up, and I take this with me even as an adult. That in this life we only have two things as human beings: our name and our word. So even what's what's more powerful than you giving me your word is you giving yourself your word and you keeping to it. Because all of these things that you talk about accomplishing, all of these hardships you talk about being through and going through, the common theme that I keep seeing here is that you saw an inadequacy or a situation, and you said, I am not going to allow this to determine my ultimate outcome because I have something that I want to accomplish. And sometimes you'll have people that will go through these things and they will get into a rut. They will get into that fit. That's why I wanted you to talk about like your feelings while you were in the hospital, because I know that had to do something to you. But sometimes we need that moment to help us tap into that extra piece of whatever that is in order for us to go after what we want to go after. So run us on up to present day. So
present day. So I want to say, I forgot how long that video was. That's on my TikTok now. But I want to say again, so I had my second back surgery. I waited like 3 weeks. I then met that guy at the gym, and I met the guy at the gym who we're now friends now. And he approached me and he was like, hey bro, your shirt's bleeding. And I go, oh yeah, I just had back surgery. And he was like, so you working out, you just had back surgery, you're working out and this and that. And I go, yeah. I said, is there a problem? And he goes, dude, you're not gonna get better. You're not gonna get better if you keep doing this to yourself, if you keep harming yourself. And I had to explain to him that I wasn't able to afford therapy. I wasn't able to afford therapy. I explained to him that all I have is myself. I had to explain to him that if I stayed in that house any longer, I will go crazy. If I did not get up and do something with myself, I will go crazy. I called up a friend of mine who is a therapist, and he told me that yes, he was the one. He was the one that gave me the okay to go work out, but he didn't say go in there and destroy your body.
Right.
So me being arrogant of who I am, me being this person who I am, I went there. I started lifting how I was doing, and then because I think what he told me was if you work out while you're injured, your body, if you work out lightly while you're injured, your body will tend to get used to it, and your body will start healing slowly, so you can get used to the tension, so you won't have all these muscle spasms and stuff. So I went in with the intention of, oh no, we gonna work today. We gonna work today. And then that's when I think he saw me like one more week, and then we did that video, and then I want to say that video I think it's that second one. That second one's when I started giving up, and then that third one I completely gave up because I had just had rods put in my back, and I heard it crack, so I had to go back to the hospital. So yeah, but now, like I said, but now getting today, getting today, I'm still training. I'm still trying to, I'm still training. But then it's getting closer to like, what was that? Mother's Day. Like I said, Mother's Day was coming up, and Father's Day. And I was like, Lord, I said, I hope I don't get no socks because this is my first Father's Day. I said, I hope I don't get no socks. I'm looking crazy. And then, yeah, and then like I said, and then I think I saw that there was a mini triathlon. There was a triathlon sprint coming up in August. So I was all right, you know what I'm saying? Let me do this. Let me sign up for this. And if my body can handle that pressure, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna do this Ironman, which is happening October 24th in I want to say it's in Waco, Texas. But yeah, it's in Waco, Texas. So yeah, I was gonna do this little small event. I've been swimming here and there. The only thing that I haven't been doing is cycling because it's just something about a bike that like scares the hell out of me. So I can't.
Maybe like being hit while on one.
You know what? Let's not even get into that. Let's not even get into it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's bad enough. It's bad enough. I have doctor's report. Last year, guess how many cars I got hit by last year?
How many?
4. I don't even listen, Anthony. I don't even remember the other 3. I just remember vaguely because what happened was, again, I was playing semi-pro football at the time. I was playing semi-pro football at the time, and I guess from what my best friend and what the doctor was telling me was, I was in a coma. I think my job was, I think the job, whatever I had, wasn't letting me work. But apparently I got another job. And then in the midst of me getting another job, because my license got taken away from the state of Texas because, you know, people with memory loss can't drive or whatever. Right. I had to go through a whole test or something like that. So, but I started cycling everywhere. Going over a bridge, and I guess I was going over a bridge, what the report says, and the car swiped me. And when the car swiped me, I went over the car, and before my head met the pavement, my head hit this dude's fender, and that's how I got this cyst and this scar right here on my eyebrow. So and then apparently
so let me stop you right here. Why don't we have a book yet? Because you're literally writing your success story right now. We need a book. We need a book. We need an audio book of some sort, or because goodness gracious, this comeback story is going to inspire millions, bro.
I've been through worse. I've been through worse.
Man, this is wow. I'm inspired because that.
No, don't do that. No, if anything, you inspire me.
Giving up.
No, listen. I want to say, you think that's bad? Try getting trampled by horses and then getting trampled by horses, getting your nose reconstructed, getting your face crushed on top of going through all that massive surgery just to do a triathlon that your doctor told you not to, but you do it anyway, and then you pass out from losing too much blood. To now you got a tube stuck in your throat to get your chest glued from the to getting pressed in the inside.
You sure somebody ain't after you?
Listen, I don't know. People keep telling me all the time, Josh. My best friend to this day, she was like, Josh, I need to put you in a bubble and just leave you in here. I was like, I ain't saying no bubble.
Look at that. He needs to write a book about overcoming challenges. That's
listen, I don't know the first thing about writing no book. I don't know the first thing. Listen, I call it a Saiyan mentality. You have to keep pushing. That's all I can say. You have to keep pushing. I can't. But like I said, I've been training about horses. Like I said, I got my nose and stuff reconstructed, my chest collapsed. I believe it or not, this face in my upper half, 98% 4th degree burns. How that happened was I got thrown into a fire pit. My stepmom's mother was a chemist. She came up with a chemical. For all 4 years of my high school, I was scarred. I don't know if you remember Hurricane Ike during the eye of the storm. That was a funny. I can laugh because I almost died, but that was funny as hell. I remember getting on top of the barn that me and my brothers just built, and my dad said, "Boy, if you don't go out there and drill that 10 when the iron storm, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I don't pay all this money." And I was like, "All right, Daddy, whatever. This and that and the other." So I run out there with the drill, climbing with the ladder. I see the eye of the storm. It's beautiful, dog. The eye of the storm is beautiful. So I'm looking, I'm drilling. I'm just like, damn, man, this really is beautiful. My dad told me, I got the walkie-talkie. He telling me, Joshua, you better get your ass off that barn. The wind's picking up. I'm like, all right, Daddy, I got it. Right after he said it, the wind started picking up. Now, I shit you not, I'm 16 feet above ground on top of this roof. I get picked up, drill in hand, everything. The wind that already snatched the nails from the 10 from the nails that I've already screwed, and then I'm trying to grab on to the board that was right there, but I ended up slicing my arm open. And then I remember falling into this mud pit. I can hear my brother screaming my name. I can hear my dad screaming my name. My 2 little brothers ran out there. It was like, Josh, you need to get up, let's go. I'm running. And my dad said, nigga, you all right? You all right? And I was like, yeah, Daddy, I'm all right. He said, all right then. And he was like, nigga, you're bleeding on my floor. And I was like, oh, my bad. Collapse. My mom is hysterical. She said, Joshua, what the hell happened to you now? I'm laying down on the concrete floor. And I'm like, Dad told me to go out there. And my mom looking at Ronnie, why you let that little boy go out there? I'm talking, it's a whole argument. Now my mom, who's a pediatrician, she stitched me up.
Movie, bro.
Bro, listen. I'm telling you, listen. Mom stitched me up. Oh, bro, the shit had me, bro. I look back. I look back when I tell people my story. I look back. I'm like, damn, nigga, I actually lived the life. Like, I almost done died.
We're ready for the book. Listen, Nicholas said use Google Docs and use the audio diction tool and speak out your rough draft. Boom, no excuses. Remember you said no excuses? Now you ain't even got to write. Let's get it. Let's get it. So I need you to write that down.
Who's gonna read?
Write that down.
I am literally nobody. Okay, I am literally I am nobody now, but in the future I will. Okay, I can't. No sir.
You're not talking to somebody that think about it. When I wrote this, I thought the exact same thing. I'm nobody. Let me tell you something about this book here. I wrote this book in 2 days. 2 days. But guess how long it took me to publish it? 2.5 years. Because I thought nobody would read it. Right now, you're going against your life's mantra. You said no excuses. You don't know nothing about writing books. My man just gave you an audio tool on Google Docs. No excuses. Not trying to hear it.
Listen. I don't like. The only reason why I say I don't feel comfortable. I don't like spilling my guts out. I I want to say my past has literally, when I say dark, it's been dark. I
You
have
just
been
spilled your guts out here.
huh?
You just feel if you can, you can hear.
I did. Okay, listen. I gave y'all near death experiences. I didn't give y'all personal like.
Well, we ain't asking for all that. You can
But
also
if
what
I
you've been
erase
through.
something, I'm telling. Now I gotta explain why I went through
So
what
here's
I
the
went
deal.
through.
When you write something, right, especially something like overcoming obstacles. So what I did with my book, right? So I thought to do it a unique way of that an autobiographical sketch works so much better than an autobiography because we haven't lived that long, right? Now
Right.
I've been through some stuff too, but this ain't about me. So
Right.
in it, what I did was I took those individual experiences just off of what you mentioned alone. I had this experience. This is what I learned as a result of it. I had this experience. This is what I learned as a result of it. Boom. This is how you what you've just explained. And then on top of it, let's put this into perspective, Josh. You're still writing your story today. You still got an Ironman coming up.
That sounds complicated.
Oh my God. Okay. So now I have just become your accountability partner. I'm not gonna let you slap. You said no excuses. We're not taking no excuses. None.
What did I get myself
None
into?
whatsoever.
All right,
So yeah,
fine. I will work on it. I will work on it.
let's get it. Let's get it. Because you got to think about this. Think about it this way, right? I had an experience. There was a young lady that reached out to me, right? I've sold out on Amazon, I think like 8 different times with my book, right? Since being on TikTok. There was a young lady that reached out to me. And these are the moments that I promise you, you're going to be like, I'm glad I put this out. You may have that up and down time, people buying, people not buying, right? At the end of the day, it's not your primary means of income. So at best, it's passive, right? So now,
I will say, I'm not gonna say I never thought about writing a book, but I thought about writing. I thought about making it into a story about what would you call it? Um, it would be like a tale of another person. Like it'll be my life from when I was able to grasp the idea of thinking or whatever, or having the conscious.
so like a fiction book.
Exactly, yeah. So, but it'll be about me, but but the character it's about a character making his way up through his life. I've thought about
Sounds
that,
good. Sounds good to me.
but I
Sounds
don't
good to
know. But
me.
I think I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing about writing a book. I'm telling you.
Wow. Well, it's just so awesome that you have a good friend who has 1 million supporters that have access to resources that can ensure you get what you need to figure out what type of book you want to put together. Because all I hear is overcoming obstacles 101. You could teach a class on overcoming obstacles with just what you shared just right here. Because and I want to go back to that mindset that you talked about accomplishing things and not making those excuses, right? Because you have people whom have not even been through a fraction of what you've been through, and just what you've shared alone has been more than many people have even dealt with. And you yourself said that's not even scratching the surface of what I've been
It's
through.
literally not.
So to
It's
some
literally not.
people, their idea of like, oh, I'm going through the worst possible thing in the world right now. Nothing's looking up for me. You like, bro, you know how many cars I've been hit by? I'd have been trampled. I'd have had my face and my sternum crushed by a horse. And you crying about a bad grade? Come here, let me learn you something real quick. Let me learn you something because you got to realize those experiences, while those physically happen to you, spiritually, they were for somebody else. When somebody watches this back, that same aha moment that you had, they're gonna have when they watch this. And that is why we put the energy that we put out into the atmosphere. When you're doing your videos, when you're you're allowing your personality to shine through your platform, when you're speaking, I could literally see you speaking in front of high school, middle school, college students talking about overcoming adversity. You know what I mean? Now, granted, that's me seeing something for you, right? Not saying that that's something
Yeah.
that you got to do. I'm just saying that
Yeah,
these are
no,
the types
yeah,
of
because
things. You get what I'm
I'm
saying?
scared of
Like,
people. None
once
of
you
that.
get to this place, you're going to be put into positions to whereby now you're being boosted, right? Because you have a story, and beyond a story, you have a goal. And goal setting in this day and age is so vitally important. And we cannot, word to chapter 5 in my book, don't deny your greatness. And your life is a living testament of get up, dust yourself off, and let's get back on the battlefield. Because I'm a warrior. I'm not a fighter. I'm a warrior. And we see that all the way through.
Yeah, if you no, you like to know you yeah, man. I just
I'm fired up, bro. I'm fired up. But let me simmer down a little bit because
please, because you overhyping me. Up. It's not even that serious.
Oh man, listen.
Well, it is serious. I don't know why I keep saying it. I don't know. I try not to think about it because that, like I said,
absolutely. So let's get to the meat and potatoes, right? So
all right.
With this Ironman, I'm sure there are an abundance of costs associated with that, right? And you already talked about, and we looked this up together. That bike is expensive. But he's learned how to navigate to get the things that he needs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put his GoFundMe in the description of this interview, because I think it's so vitally important that we not only talk the talk, but also walk the walk. And I right now, where my wallet at? I am going to, because y'all know I'm not going to ask you all to do something that I myself am not going to do, right? So I am going to, I'm going to donate $100.
Lord have mercy.
I'm going to go ahead and drop $100 on your group, on your GoFundMe, and I'm going to ask you all to assist this young man in accomplishing his goal. At the end of the day, we come together as a community. You know what I mean? We come together and we say we want to do things, but then we got people like you that are literally defying the odds. Low key, I think you were born on the planet Namek. Legit. I think you know Browley personally.
Oh no. No, sir.
Legit. Because this man, when I tell you I'm so inspired, and I truly do believe that the impact that you're going to have moving forward is going to be so astronomical that even you're not going to be able to fathom. Oh, let me finish the story I was telling you earlier. The young lady that reached out to me, right? This is relating to my book. She said she's 19 years old. For 18 years of her life, she lived a beautiful life, beautiful, normal life, nothing, crazy, nothing, too crazy happened, blah, 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 right? For those of you over on TikTok, his @ is The Official Untamed Beast. If you scroll back through a couple of my videos, you'll be able to find it, but I'm also going to make sure I put it in the description of the YouTube video as well. However, the young lady reached out to me for 18 years, lived a, pretty normal, childhood life or whatever. Boom, graduated high school. Immediately when she turned 19, she started having seizures, just out of nowhere. Nobody could explain it. Nobody understood, blah, blah, blah. She said, I was trying to discover what my purpose in life was, to whereby I typed in purpose in Amazon. And what did she just so happen to come across? My book. She inboxed me on Facebook, and I had to click like the little message request, and I'm reading through the message, and immediately tears just started flowing. She said, because I read your book, it gave me a will to live. Your book was going to be the last thing that I read before I exited this earth. And after reading your book, I have a new lease on life, and I have no choice but to fight this and to continue living out my days. And I still check on her to this day. So I say all that to say that sometimes we don't realize the impact that not just our experiences, but also our personality and our goals are going to have on others, be it directly or indirectly. Not even getting too deep into it. Look at what's going on with Sha'Carri Richardson right now. The amount of people that are inspired because of her story, despite how everything took place. We're not even going to get into the intricacies. Despite how everything took place, just what she represents, right?
Right.
Being able to be a beacon of light, a beacon of hope for those that want to do. And listen, before you, I had never heard of an Ironman or a triathlon.
Really? Even the Navy? You never heard of it?
Nope. Because it wasn't something that I was interested in. And I might have heard it in passing, but never paid too much attention to go deeper into it. You know what I'm saying? So now, for someone that might genuinely be interested in that, think about the little child that doesn't even think that older people even talk about this type of stuff. Oh, well, I want to do those. Now you serve as a role model to that individual, considering everything that you've been through, right? So when their swim time is not where they want it to be, when their bike time is not where they want it to be, when their run time is not where they want it to be, they can look at someone like, well, my mentor, he done been through hell and back, and he's still out here crushing the game.
I'm still in hell.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, those are the moments that are going to be like, wow.
Right.
Wow. So, yeah, talk a little bit about the GoFundMe.
Okay, so right now, the GoFundMe, like I said, the goal right now is 10K. I know that sounds tremendously a lot. That's why I'm actually trying to encourage people more to. I would feel more comfortable with people buying jerky a whole lot more than donating. But at the same time, I mean, the only reason why I say that is because there's been a lot of scams going on, and I'm not trying to be that person that says
Makes sense.
That's it's getting counted as a scammer. Or like right. What's that thing that happened a while back where girls getting trapped in Atlanta apparently, and they started to go fund me. I'm not trying to be that guy. I want people to be involved in my life. I want people to see that this is what I'm doing. The 10K is, like I said, is for I'm getting a uniform. I don't know. Have I sent you my uniform? Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'll send you my uniform. So I believe actually, hold on. I have one already. I bought it last year because I was supposed to do it in my first Ironman, but I can't seem to figure out. Damn it! You would think I would have it ready. Whatever.
No,
I'll
it's all good. So really and truly,
anyway,
two parts and materials for things that you're gonna need.
So yeah, it's the cost of materials. As of right now, all I'm trying to do is like I said, things are going. I'm trying to get things done step by step. First things first is I'm trying to reach 800. Not 800,000, just $800. The first 800 will go towards the cost of the first race, which is in October 24th, and then the other 4 will go towards my uniform, and that'll go towards let me get this off. That'll go towards my uniform. It'll say Brockhouse beef jerky on there. Have the stars. It'll have my name on the back as far as the Untamed Beast and things of that nature. The reason why I'm putting the brand on there is because, again, like my coach was telling, like I just hired a coach, and I'll get into that too. I need to put myself in a position to where people can remember me. Oh, you remember that black guy, the black beef jerky guy? Yeah, man, he was a really good swimmer. He was a really good runner. Or I see some potential in that guy. You know what I'm saying? This is a conversation me and the coach was having.
Right.
So there's that. Again, coaching. I have to have a coach. The reason is part of the other cost. It costs $250 a month just to get an evaluation done, just to have someone go step by step. Because apparently, when I told my coach the workouts that I've been doing, he looked at me and was like, "What are you made out of again?" And I said, "Listen, man, it's just like." Again, he tried my workouts. He was like, this is unnecessary. You do it like he literally is like, throw this away, throw that away. He's like, just follow my plan. And he's like, and I will get you there. He's actually been to the Olympic trials already. He's been to Olympic trials at least twice already. He's been involved in something called the super triathlons, where people travel around the world and do triathlons. He was explaining to me about how triathletes aren't. And he said that they're not. It's not a. It's like a big show event for rich white people. That's what he said. I'm just repeating the words that he said to me. But he was like, but this is how you get sponsors. This is how you get this. This is how you get that. This is what you want. I can get you there. And when he asked me what's my overall goal, like why do I want to do triathlons all of a sudden, despite all these things, all I told him was, I looked at him. I said, well, you know what? Have you ever in your life seen a black man be a triathlon? I mean, do triathlons? He goes, yeah, I've seen black people do plenty of those. I said, what about an Ironman? He said, yeah, I've seen plenty. I said, well, what about getting into the Olympics? He goes, you know what? I ain't never seen a black man in my life. You the first black guy that ever said that you want to get into the Olympics to be in triathlon. I mean, to be a triathlete to get into the Olympics. I said, well, I was supposed to last year, but I got hit. I said, and I'm pretty sure that I already knew last year when I got the email that even if I put my information in and I tried out, I wouldn't get too far. Again, I gotta think logically, you know what I'm saying? Because people have put time, people have put effort into these things. People know people. I don't know squat. I'm just a black man trying to do things to get somewhere. But but again, he told me, he was like, Josh, this is what you're really, really serious about doing. I got you. This is what my rates are, and we can work on it. If you can't do it, you can do it. And then this is why this is when I started reaching out to you, and I started reaching out to T Nathan, and because I honestly don't want to. If I have to, I have to. I don't like or like people like Mr. Ginger. I if I don't need to get a second job, I don't need to get a second job. But if I have to, I will swallow my pride, I will bite my teeth, and I will work both of my jobs and still make time to go train. Because again, being in the next Olympics, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Again, the excuses part. So yeah, that's all the money is for. The money is for getting not just one bike. I have to get 2 bikes. I have to get one for racing, to leave that somewhere, and I have to get another bike for training. The money will go towards me getting a helmet, me getting gear, me getting shoes, um, um, uh, the training, the supplements. Apparently, my supplements are okay. I just have to, Lord have mercy, I have to change my whole diet again. I just got my results in today. They're talking about my cholesterol is supposed to be like in the low 100s. My cholesterol was 251.
No
So
excuses.
I have to.
No excuses.
I gotta dial back on all the fried foods and the red meats and everything else. And apparently, like I said, me and you discussed about, you know, with my head and my situation. I with the foods that I've been eating, it's been the cause of that. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so that's where all my money is going. Or that's where all the money will be going.
Right. And I like the fact that you mentioned that about transparency, because anytime I do any type of fundraiser, anything, I always show my receipts and everything like that with everything that I've purchased. And I think the fact that, you know, you're going to be doing something that we physically can see you in the gear, I think that's pretty straightforward in terms of transparency. Now, we do have some questions down here. In your as far as the GoFundMe, you can find the link in his bio on TikTok and on his Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle attached as well? If not, you need to add it.
I think.
And then you have another question
I
down
swear,
here.
every time I open up TikTok, it's something weird on here.
What would you prefer? We buy jerky over the GoFundMe? What's the best way we can show love and support?
If y'all truly want to help me out, and y'all trust me, because again, I will be making videos. I speak no. He knows I will make videos about any goddamn thing. So if you guys trust me and want to follow me step by step, just put it in the GoFundMe. Okay, just put it in the GoFundMe. I would rather you do that.
The jerky is busting, and if you get 4 bags and use promo code ISpeak1906, you get a discount. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You get it for I think $8 a bag, and or if you want to order from me, you get free shipping. I mean, either or. You know what I'm saying? hey, it's like I said, I don't mind paying for, but you still gotta get 4 bags or more. But my Cash App is on my page. It's my business Cash App, because I still do landscape and irrigation on the side too. So I'll be and I do roof inspections and things of that nature.
Okay,
so,
cool. So
yeah,
you all have all of this stuff. So also what we're gonna do, just as a one-stop shop for those of you that are here now, as well as those that are gonna be watching this later, we're gonna put all of this information in the description of this YouTube channel, but also make sure we put his socials and plug all of those as well. So we'll gather all of that information and we'll put them all together on here as well.
I will say, don't don't just follow me on TikTok. Apparently, to one of the guides on here, I have to have a mass following on Twitter. Apparently, because that's where all the big triathlon people, the USA Triathlon, they have a tag on there. They have a page on TikTok, but they only have like 3,000 followers. But on Twitter, the Ironman World Triathlon, Triathlon Magazine, US Olympic Tri, and they all have either, I think it's over 1 million followers or something like that, and they're all certified. But according to the guy, I have to have a following on Twitter.
Wait, so what's your Twitter? What's your Twitter handle?
It's
we're gonna put them all in the description. Your TikTok, your Instagram, your Twitter, the GoFundMe, all in your Cash App, all that. We're gonna put all of that in the description here, as well as make sure you go and follow them on those platforms as well.
Right.
This dude hustles. Listen, they boosting you over here on TikTok.
Bro, I have a son. I can't make no excuse. I have a 10. Well, no, he's about to be 11 months now. I have an 11-month-old son. I cannot make excuses. I don't know, and that's the thing. I just don't see why. And actually, bro, and getting back to what you were saying about the one girl, about I when I say I felt her pain, I literally felt her pain. But in my sense, the reason why I'm still on this earth is my son. Every day I open my phone. Why am I doing this? My son. Right. I see my son every day. That's why I have him on my phone. That's why I got him on my wall and stuff. I got my son to think about. I can't. It's not about me no more. It's about him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
man,
but yeah,
this was powerful, man. I thank you all for joining us and rocking with us for this. I call it the Power Hour because, man, listen, I'm motivated. I'm working on my second book right now, and listen, I need to get back in the lab, and that just gave me the boost that I needed to get back in the. Hey, listen, I'm about to get one of them little stencil things and put it up in my office. No excuses. And I think it's so easy for us to fall into that, especially when it comes to like the rat race of life and making excuses as to why we can't get certain things accomplished. So I just want to personally say thank you for that in and of itself, because sometimes we tend to forget, how great that we are, number one, and then how great we can be. And I think this was powerful, man. And, we're going to continue to have talks. We're going to continue to do some creative things, and we're going to make things happen. But I definitely appreciate you, man.
I bet. I will say, if there's anybody on I don't know if they're still talking in the comments, but if there's anybody that wants to, who is a writer that can help me with my story, I guess, because again, you know what kind of story I'm trying to get into. But if there's anybody interested hearing from the nitty gritty, and when I tell you my story, be sure to have tissue, okay, lots of it, okay, because you're gonna cry and look at me and be like, how?
Now, what's the best place?
Why are you still sane?
What's the best place for that person to contact you?
Honestly, my Snapchat, because I'm always on Snapchat. Like I said, I can give that person my Snapchat. They can hit me up on there, and we can just talk for hours and days, and I can give them the full run through. I can tell them the type of story I want to write, and then if they can write it for me, cool.
Actually, I think they have video conferencing on Instagram as well, so you could probably utilize that as an outlet.
Bro, there's so much stuff going on. I feel so old, bro. I don't even know how to do all that stuff. I promise you, still to this day, bro.
All good, man.
Still to this day, I still call my little cousin up to ask him how to work my damn iPhone. I'm 20. I'm about to be 27, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm old, man.
It's all good. See, the thing about it is, your focus is on what you want to accomplish. So all of these other nonsensical things that might not seem as though they're benefits, they have to be tapped into. You get what I'm saying? So don't listen. We're gonna get you right. We're gonna get you right. So definitely, like I said, I'm gonna drop all of his socials in the description, as well as the ways in which that you can, invest, and because really and truly it is an investment. And I would say to bless this young man to be able to do the things that he aspires to do, to continue empowering not just himself but the minds of others, as well as leaving an impact. Wow, I know I'm inspired. I thank you all for coming. Definitely make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and then make sure you hit that big old bell at the top so you can stay updated with what we got going on. I
I
appreciate
gotta follow
y'all.
you on YouTube. I didn't even know you had a YouTube.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.